I'm Kadek and Angelita, so I will discuss about assessing speaking. First, speaking is productive skills that can be directly and empirically observed. Those observations are invariably colored by the accuracy and effectiveness of test takers' listening skills, which is necessarily compromise the reliability and validity of oral production tests. So there are 5 basic types of speaking. Number 1 is imitative, the ability to simply parrot back a word or phrase or sentence. Number 2 is intensive, the production of short stretches of oral language designed to demonstrate competence in narrow band of grammatical phrases, lexical or phonological. Number 3 is responsive, include interaction and test comprehension, short conversation, standard greetings, and small talk. Number 4 is interactive, the length and complexity of the interaction, which sometimes include multiple exchanges and multiple participants. And the last is extensive or monologue, includes speeches, oral presentation, and storytelling. So next I will discuss about micro skills and macro skills of speaking. So the first micro skills refers to producing the smaller chunks of language, such as morpheme, word, collocation, phrasal units, and phonemes. And then the macro skills imply the speakers focus on the largest elements, such as discourse, styles, cohesions, nonverbal communication, and strategic options. Next, designing assessment text, imitative speaking. In a simple repetition text, the takers repeat the stimulus, whether it is a pair word, a sentence, or a question. Word repetition text, a variation on such text from test takers with a brief written stimulus, which they are read a lot. Next, phone pass test. So the test takers will read a lot, repeat sentence, say words, and answer the questions. So the scores of phone pass are calculated by a computerized. So next, designing assessment, intensive speaking. So test takers are to produce short stretches of discourse through which they demonstrate linguistic ability to specific level of language. Next, directed response text. So the test administrator elicits a particular grammatical forms or a transformation of sentence. So next, read a lot text. So read a lot text is reading by the sentence level up to a paragraph or two paragraphs. So this technique is easily administered by selecting a passage that incorporate test speech and by recording the test taker's output. Next, sentence or dialogue completion text and oral questionnaires. So dialogue completion text. So test takers are first given time to read through the dialogue, and then test administrator will produce one part orally, the test taker's response. And the second, directed response text. So somewhat unrelated items attempt to elicit the past tense, future tense, yes or no questions, and asking for the time. Next, picture cue text. So the administrator provides some picture with some clues, and then the test takers point to picture to give the answer. So the some kinds of picture cue text, such as the first is picture cue elicitation of minimal pairs. So the test administrator points to each picture in series by using question, what is this? The second picture cute elicitation of comparative. So use a comparative form of compare, so some object in the picture. Number 3, picture cute elicitation of future tense, so using question form of future tense. Number 4, picture cute elicitation of nouns, negative response, number and location. So the picture and then the test takers answer by mention what the picture is. And the last, picture cute elicitation of response and description. So the test taker describe what does the picture about. Next, translation. So the test taker is given a native language word, a phrase or sentence, and is asked to translate it. So next, I will discuss about designing assessment text. Responsive speaking. So assessment of responsive text involves brief interactions with an interlocutor. So the first question and answer can consist of one or two questions from an interviewer, so or they can make up a portion of a whole battery of questions. Next, giving instruction and direction. So the administrator poses the problem and then the test taker respond it. Paraphrasing. Test takers read or hear the text or story, and then test taker paraphrase it by using their own words. Next, TSE or test of spoken English. The text TSE designed to elicit oral production in various discourse categories rather than in select phonological, lexical, and grammatical. So next, designing assessment text interactive speaking. The first is interview. So it refers to the oral conversation in which the administrator and the test takers sit down face to face to do question and answer. So Michel Canel, 1984, suggests the test takers will perform at their best if they are led through 4 stages. The first is warm up. So warm up is introduction with small talk. So it helps the test takers become comfortable. Number 2 is level check. The interviewer stimulates the test takers to respond using expected or predicted forms. So this text is lengthy. A tape recording of the interview is important. Number 3 is probe. So probe items. The interviewer discusses the ceiling or limitation of the test taker's proficiency. So at the lower levels of proficiency, probe items may simply demand a higher range of vocabulary or grammar. At the higher levels, probe items will typically ask the test taker to give an opinion or a judgment, to discuss his or her field of specialization. So response to probe questions may be scored or they may be ignored if the test takers display an inability to handle such complexity. And the last, wind down. So the interviewer encourages the test takers to relax with some easy questions, provide information about when and where to obtain the results of the interview. So this part is not scoring. Next, role play. So role play is a popular pedagogical activity in communicative language teaching classes. So it's like a mini drama in which the test taker act out to perform some characters. So next, discussion and conversation. Assessing the performance of participants through scores or checklist scores. So discussion is an integrative task, and so it is also advisable to give some cognizance to comprehension performance. So next, games. So games is the easiest way to get students engaged in learning English. So the one type is gap grades. Students interview each other in English to determine the answer to various questions. Next, OP or oral proficiency interview. So OP is carefully designed to elicit pronunciation, fluency, sociolinguistic, cultural knowledge, grammar, and vocabulary. So the OP relies on an administrative network that mandates creative examines. So next, designing assessment text, extensive speaking. So in extensive speaking, text involves complex, so relatively lengthy stretches of discourse. So the first is oral presentation. Oral presentation will not be uncommon to be called on to present a report, a paper, a sales idea, marketing plan, design of new product. So next, picture cute storytelling through visual picture, photograph, charts, and diagrams. So the purpose of this text is used to illustrate situations, and then retelling a story, news events. So students retell a story they heard, and then the story can be modified from its original form. And the last, translation. So the translation, if words, phrases, or short sentence. So the longer texts are presented for the test takers to read in native language and translate into English. So that's all my presentation about assessing speaking. Thank you.